Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, let's talk boxing. Got a nice amount of boxing content today, man. I don't know by the time, this video go out, I don't know if I do a stream yet, but can't stress this enough. I do videos ahead of time. Just because I do them, don't mean I do them. I don't really upload them like that. So it might just go on feel. I might do 4 videos the night before, and I might, upload them in any order I feel like it. But let's talk about Mikey Garcia. I linked the article in the description from Boxing Scene. It says for him to get a title, get another title, it's easier to do at welterweight than at 140 because of the boxing politics. So I'm tired of being the politics, man. The politics is the pound for pound #1 fighter going in boxing. It's #1. Fuck pound for pound. It could be the heavyweight. If you're on the wrong side of politics, man, you can't do nothing, man. And we see that with Jerron Ennis. He on Twitter begging for big fights, but you signed with the wrong promoter. So you got to find somebody that's going to co-promote you, and that's going to be more money out your pocket. So, if you ain't signed to the right promoter in this boxing day and age, or you on the wrong side of the street, we talked about Devin Haney earlier. You like Devin Haney and you want just on the wrong side of boxing politics, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. The politics is boxing's toughest opponents. You know what I'm saying? And that's just hold on, that's just what it is. But hey, hit that subscribe button, share the video, man, for your boy. Don't forget, check my backup channel, Goodfella Sports TV 2.0. If you didn't catch the stream we did yesterday, we talked about can a black man, swirling interracial relationship, be pro-black, and why do black men swirl? So that's kind of content that's going to be going up on the other channel. That I'm kind of doing pilot live streams until the row over with coronavirus, and that type of content gonna be over there. Gonna shoot 2 videos and 2 long podcasts a week, and I'm gonna get an editor to chop them up, and through the week we just dissect and chop up the topics and upload them so we can have content through the week. So check Goodfella Sports TV 2.0 out, man. Subscribe early so you get that different content, man. But yeah, Mikey, basically said that the politics stopped him. He wanted to fight Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor pulled a 22 fake on everybody, and he signed with Top Rank. He was supposed to sign with Eddie Hearn. Top Rank came down and swooped him up. So he said he wanted to fight Josh Taylor, but they ain't doing it right now. Even Bob Arum said Mikey Garcia just want too much money. And at the end of the day, people say Bob ain't got it, man. The DAZN is just overpaying people. They gave him $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas. That's crazy. $7 million guaranteed. Mikey just playing the game the right way. But is that an accurate depiction of what he's saying? Is that it's easier to get a title? Yeah, because him and Jose Ramirez trained out the same gym. And Josh Taylor with Top Rank too, so that ain't gonna happen. So where's the title shot coming at? And somebody said that on social media, on Twitter, one of the boxing writers, I think it was Lance Pugmire, could have been Adam too, but he said that why don't you just pay a sanction belt body, get ranked real high, and beat a mandatory? But the problem is, Victor Postal, is fighting Jose Ramirez next whenever this row is over with. And then he got Jack Cantrell as his second mandatory. So Ramirez got 2 mandatories. Josh Taylor got 1 mandatory. And, Bob Arum just don't want to work with Mikey Garcia because he asking for too much money. That's just the bottom line. So if he ain't willing to take less money, then, ain't no reason to talk about it. At 47, he on good working terms with, with Eddie Hearn, who was talking about making Pacquiao happen. He on good talking terms with Premier Boxing Champions. They got the majority of the titles. You know what I'm saying? Only title he probably can't get to is Crawford, because I don't think Bob Arum is interested in financially working anything out with him. So, that's the only real issue. That's the only real issue there. For Mikey Garcia. That's the only true issue. So, it's all about the money for him. It's all about the money. To me, he got an uphill battle wherever he go, minus Jose Ramirez. That's the only one he probably could beat. Josh Taylor, that's a tough fight for him. Terence Crawford, you know, if they somehow came to terms on that, that's a tough fight for him. Errol Spence already beat him down. So where's you getting a title at 47? Pacquiao's the only guy he could be talking about. And a lot of people think he might be outgunned versus Pacquiao. Now, Pacquiao can get old overnight. Mikey can request for testing, being with Victor Conti and all that stuff. And Pacquiao might not be Pacquiao, but they talking about doing that in Saudi Arabia or in Las Vegas. And for his sake, if it's in Las Vegas, he got a dying chance if he make Pacquiao test for like 3 or 4 months, 16 weeks, 12 weeks. He got a chance because Mikey Garcia shown the power to probably put Pacquiao out. He just don't have the offense to put him out. You know what I'm saying? He don't have the output, but you know, Marquez didn't, you know, he didn't need the output. He just timed Pacquiao. So if Mikey can time him, you know what I'm saying? If Mikey can time him and catch him coming in, you know, then that. But the thing about fight Mikey and Jesse Vargas and Errol Spence, the difference is with Errol Spence is a longer fighter than Pacquiao, and he kept Mikey at bay, and Mikey didn't have the slickness or the perpetual movement to close the distance on Errol Spence. He didn't have the feet or the athleticism. The difference with Jesse Vargas is Vargas' output ain't gonna be as big as much as Pacquiao's output. Vargas is a very safe fighter. He never gonna be out of position. He never gonna be out of position. Okay. He never gonna take too many chances. Pacquiao take chances, square up, he get out of position. You just gotta time and catch Pacquiao when he's set. Pacquiao gotta set the throw. Even though he do all that movement, but his feet gotta be planted. If Mikey Garcia can pick up on some things that Floyd and Marquez did, he got the power to knock his old ass out. I seen it. Mikey got some real good power. So, you know, his best chance to get a title shot is an opportunity. I don't think he talking about as far as wins and losses. I think he's very confident he probably could beat Josh Taylor if it came down to it. He probably more confident about beating Josh Taylor than beating Manny Pacquiao, but it's the politics. You know, and the politics in boxing suck. People tired of the politics. You know, people tired of the politics. The politics is pound for pound or the #1 thing in fighter in the world. And it's sad that most promoters, they just following what Top Rank did in the early in this decade, man. I mean, early in last decade. You know, don't get mad at Al Haymon, bro. Al Haymon he ain't following that biblical crap where you turn the other cheek and, you know, no, he gonna do unto you like others done unto him. And that's what Top Rank was doing. All Top Rank was doing was making in-house fights. They didn't want to work with Al Haymon. They didn't want to work with De La Hoya, Richard Schaefer, main events. On HBO, Bob Hearn refused to work with other promoters. He did. He refused to work with other promoters. You know, he made all in-house fights. So Al Haymon just doing the same thing he did. So now the bitterness and you know, the disdain for each other, it's there. Can't do shit about it, you know. So until Al Haymon, he the leader in boxing, say, oh, let's open this up and let's work with people on a regular basis. And Bob willing to do the same thing. I think Eddie is willing and more than willing to do the same thing till these dudes start working with each other. You know what I'm saying? This is the way it's gonna be. So you gotta watch who you sign with. You know, you can't be independent really. You gotta be with Al, the Premier Boxing Champions, or you can't be independent. You know what I'm saying? You can't be independent. You're gonna be like Jerron Ennis. You know, you're gonna be just like Jerron ass. You know, scratching the claw to get in. You got to sign with somebody in this boxing day and age. You gotta sign with somebody, and that's what it is. So politics, you know, making Mikey Garcia say Pacquiao the easy route. And we got to see what happened. And with this coronavirus, if it do go on until the end of the year, it's gonna be all about is fighters in shape, or they gonna move up in a way. Are they staying in shape? If the fighters staying in shape, be good. You know, Pacquiao was self-quarantined because he came in contact with a politician that had the Roro. So we'll see. If these dudes ain't keeping in shape and staying in shape, you know, it's gonna be a lot more upsets coming down. But this is norm for these dudes. You know what I'm saying? They don't be training if they ain't got no fight going on. But hey, let me know what you guys think. I'll link the boxing article in the description. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Once again, you can reach out there if you got a video request, question, just want to chop it up, business inquiry, sponsorship, whatever the situation is. I'm going to make a donation, cash app, PayPal in the description. Best way to donate this short video. Let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time we go.